All right, so let's get started with the content. So I'm going to pick a couple spots within the key of C, and I'm going to show you a couple chord options, many of which I took from Mike Bereal. So I want to apply some of his chord concepts to our conversation today. So we're going to be on the 1 in the key of C, we're going to be on the 4, we're going to be on the 5. So we'll focus on those areas. So, of course, on the 1, typically you'll play the 1 major, and you'll typically play this triad. But what I want to show you is chordal harmony. And this is a nice chord to play on the 1. Doesn't work in every situation, but there's a lot of great ones that it works in. And I've heard Mike use this chord very effectively. So we're using the C and the G, A, D, and a G. The reason why we call this a chordal chord is because the distance between the A and the D is a fourth, interval of a fourth. Distance between the D and the G is a fourth. So here we have chordal harmony. I'm just playing this C and this G as support for that chord. The truth is that it actually sounds pretty good by itself, but I'm using that as support. Now, one thing you can do with this chord to make it sound nice is you could use grace notes. So you can use this D flat as a grace note, so something like this. That just adds another layer to the sound. One more thing you can do before we move on is approach it from a half step. So this whole chord, take it down a half step, and very quickly you'll go to the chorus. You do something like this. So say you were going there, you do it. Okay, so that's a nice chord to have. So the thing about the chordal harmony is that it doesn't just sound good on the 1, but it sounds good on the 4. So let's take the same chord, and here we have it on the 4. So we have the F, and we have the C, D, G, C. Now sometimes when I'm at this point on the keyboard, and I mean just octave wise, if I feel like this sounds too thin, sometimes without even thinking, I'm going to add that A to it. So I wanted to let you know that before I did it accidentally without alerting you. So all I'm doing is I'm just playing the F, A, C in my left, and I'm playing the D, the G, and the C. It's completely up to you. You can do it with or without the A. But sometimes I play it without thinking, so I want to make sure that I point it out. And the same thing applies to this chord that we did on the 1. You can use, so you see this G, you can use this G flat as a grace note. So you can do something like this. You can also take this chord down a half step. You can do something like this. Okay? So one thing that I didn't teach you on the 1 that I want to show you on the 4 is you can do something like this for that chord. And that is sweet. I'm going to show you this when we get to the application section, but so basically what I'm doing is I'm taking the 6 minor chord, the E, the A, and the C over the 4. And you can actually play that if you wanted to. But I'm using this G as a grace note. And then I'm going to the chordal chord. And remember this G, D, G. And that sounds like that. So you definitely want to get that underneath your fingers. I'll give you one option on the 5 that I'd like to use. And this is typically when I'm using this as a passing chord, okay? So a lot of times on the 5 we'll do something like this. Might do something like that. And that sounds good, but this is another chord that you can use. You got the G, the F, and this is covering like my dominant sound. Then I have the B, the E, and the A. 5, and then I'm at 1. Now, what Mike Bereal does with this is he'll link this up with the first chord I showed you. So he'll do something like this. Remember that first chord I showed you? He'll do 5, 1. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to show you how to apply the 3 chords that we broke down. We're going to apply them to the song Amazing Grace. So to be a lookout for these chords. So this one, be a lookout for that one on the 1. But I'm probably going to play that after I play a 5 going into it. I'm going to call that out. I want you to pay attention to this chord on the 4. So when I play that on the 4, pay attention to that one. And also pay attention to this, getting me back to the 1. And when I play this, I'm going to go to that chord on the 5. Okay? So let's try it out in context. Chordal. Major 2. 5. Let's do the special 5 chord. Chordal on the 1. Chordal on the 4. So I want to thank you for checking out this video. If you found this training beneficial and you want to get more training, I encourage you to check out our concept catalog, where I cover 30 concepts just like this so that you can build your core vocabulary. You can also borrow concepts from Mike Bereal, Jason Tyson, Kevin Bond, Corey Henry. We cover those concepts and we teach you how to apply them to your playing. So if it's something that you're interested in, I encourage you to click the link in the description and check out our concept catalog. I'm going to have some more training for you in the next few days, so stay on the lookout for more concepts. If you have any questions, or if you want me to break some stuff down in some particular keys, I encourage you to leave me a comment below. Also, I encourage you to like this video if you found it beneficial. And if you aren't a subscriber to our channel, make sure that you do that right now. Thanks again for checking out this video. We'll talk real soon.